Ever notice someone dragging large black bags through the hospital lobby and wonder who they are? That, my friend, is a medical device rep. Welcome to Device Guys. Your hosts, Brent Lloyd and Jason Doliak, bring 50 years of combined medical sales experience to the table, sharing insights, stories, and a behind-the-scenes look at this fascinating world. Enjoy the conversations.
The reason you're even on this show is because you came from med device.
Right. Yeah, 18 years.
And I think your story is, you got a cool story, and people always want to know, how did you get into med device?
Yeah.
And I like your story. You want to talk about how you started, what your job was before you got into med device. Jason and I both talked about that. We started as bartenders.
Nice.
Before we got in.
Classically trained.
Classically trained bartenders.
Yep.
Talk about what you did. What was your job before you got in?
So before I was doing med device, I was selling for U92, Utah's hip hop station, and 94.9 The Blaze, your rock station.
94.9
That's
The
exactly
Blaze.
right.
94.9 The Blaze.
So one was hip hop.
One was hip hop.
One was pop.
One was pop, and then one was rock. So, and we're talking 94.9 The Blaze, right? You're gonna be rolling down the street, and Van Halen's just gonna come at you, right? And
You know it is.
You're not
Panama,
sure.
maybe.
Panama.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen, and those are the moments in the car you just got to let that wash over you.
You just got to let it wash over you.
You got to let it wash over you.
Jason, try this. Like you're a DJ, 94.9 The Blaze.
94.9 The Blaze. Weather and traffic on the nines.
That's exactly right.
And were they a market leader? Don?
They weren't a market leader. No. We were a market leader in hip hop. So we just owned the 12 to 17-year-old demographic at the time.
There was no hip hop listeners in Utah.
That's
What
exactly
year
right.
What year was this?
This is 2003 to 2005.
So what are you marketing to this station as far as advertising revenue? Pokemon and
a little Pokemon.
Capri Sun?
Yeah. You know, some of my top clients
stuff.
were payday loan places, maybe some colleges, right? Utah Career College, Eagle Gate College, get some people going to school. But
how do you prospect for that? Like, first I want to know, what was the interview process like to get that job?
Yeah,
Was it competitive, or was it kind of a layup? You're willing to do this, Dunn?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, that's right.
What was that like?
Yeah, I have a great friend who's actually in med device now. I actually brought him over to Merit Medical. But Nick Francis, his dad was the vice president of the Utah Jazz. So growing up with him, it was like we were at game one of the first Jazz Clippers series, and then we were at the Kobe Bryant airball game, right? The years we went to the finals, the Jazz heydays. Anyway, so we became friends in high school, and he was selling radio because his dad was just in the advertising and marketing piece. He was a big name in Utah.
That's a good connection.
Yeah, really good connection. Jay Francis, who is still a dear friend, and he worked for Gail and Larry Miller for years. So I called Nick and said, hey, I got to do something different. I was just brand new married. He's like, come interview here. So I interview with Lutisha Merrill. She is the sales manager for U92. I go in, interview her. I didn't even know what the hell to say, right? This is like, I'm 21, 22 years old.
College degree.
Not even a college degree.
You didn't have a college degree?
No, because I did the mission, right? So it's like I'm 2 years behind. I'm enrolled at Salt Lake Community College, paying my own way, and
married.
So I'm going to school in the mornings. So I can't even start work until about 1 o'clock, right? Because I'm in a full semester of school. And she says, I'll tell you what. I see something in you. I'm going to give you a shot. And she offered me a $2,250 commission draw for 3 months. I thought I hit the jackpot.
Yeah, for sure.
It was a hell of a deal for me, right?
3 months?
3 months.
3 months.
3 months,
Oh
and then it was
God.
all commission, and it was one of those situations where I just took off with it and loved it.
That's awesome. It's the pressure of having to do it.
Yep.
I bet having a wife was at home that you had to provide for, and all the stuff really motivated you?
Well,
yeah.
the pressure of having a number at 22 years old, where you're like, hey, listen, I'm going to go eat what I kill right now.
Yeah.
And learning that at that age, which feels infant. I'm thinking about my kids. My kids are that age.
Yeah.
And my oldest daughter's doing it. She's getting it done. But,
Right.
but from a standpoint of really understanding that this is, let's go out and execute.
Yep.
That's fantastic at that age.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. And to be in an all commission sales job, it was, but that gave me the first taste of, this was my first sales job. Wow, this is what you can do if you can get in and sell.